Hi, I'm Devil Made Me Do It. Now like 3 on the Twitter. You know where you are, so you don't need to be told. Joining me is how would I put that? You're not co-host. We're how would you
We're
put it?
reviewing together. We're morons in crime.
My partner in crime, Dermy Wermy. How's it going, man?
It's going just fine. And yes, this one's this series is going to be playing over on Devil's channel for our new show, as you can see. D&D Reviews, as I'm going to be calling it, because it's a whole lot easier to say than Dermy Wermy and Devil. Dermy and Devil review. Just D&D review.
Exactly. So yeah, check out. We're gonna have this whole series, One Piece, on my channel, and then on Dermy's, we're gonna start doing James Bond from the very beginning. The man's never seen it, so we gotta.
To be fair, I have seen James Bond. I just haven't seen all of them. Okay, and when I got into it, it was Die Another Day, and I thought it was amazing. And I stand by that position.
The rest of them are Daniel Craig, and Daniel Craig ain't James Bond.
Yeah.
But don't worry. We'll learn you up on who really is James Bond, and that is Sean Connery. Okay, Sir Sean Connery. So,
well, let's get this going, shall we? Because I'll pull it up.
Absolutely.
And here I'm going to say this part. How we're going to be doing this is kind of like EFAP movies or EFAP minis, not like the actual show EFAP, but like what they do, their fancy things, for a holiday season, stuff like that. So we'll have it playing. We'll bitter banter. It'll be cut up. You'll be angry at us, but we'll get a decent understand. This is how we're going to do it because we want to have fun and joke and have our reactions live. You like that, buddy?
It works for me.
And plus, I've seen a few of these episodes. A few of these, they're very long and very bloated. So let's get going.
Yes, let's fap all over it.
This is a world like no other. One brimming with mystery and teeming with danger. Filled with
I like this part.
Islands strewn across vast seas.
Yeah. I like how it's kind of intense, but
World of pirates.
Who's this voice actor, by the way?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like somebody we know or if it's somebody new.
It's somebody who we know. I just can't think of his name.
Gold Roger.
Gold Roger looks good.
I like his look, and I do like this scene. Like, I've seen this already.
Let this be a message to break the spirit of anyone foolish enough to follow in his footsteps.
I love that about the anime, that he always is smiling and like happy even when he's going to the gallows.
Because he's already beat them.
Have any last words?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Take these off. Starting to itch.
And he's the Pirate King.
Forfeit! Pirate King! Where is your treasure? Talk where you hid it!
They weren't lying. You do see all the pirates in the crowd, huh?
You want to know?
Yeah.
Where my treasure is?
You also see some of like the important pirates.
Free yourselves. Take to the seas. My treasure is yours to find.
This opening a lot.
Oh. Wait, so he didn't say the line.
He didn't say the line, but I still like this opening, even without the line.
Why the hell did they cut the line out?
I think that's one of the problems with this is they cut out stuff that you kind of want.
Yeah, that is literally like one of the most like iconic parts of it.
Find my One Piece.
Yeah.
The One Piece.
And you get them saying it here.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity. I wonder why he signed off on that.
I don't know. He signed off on some weird things that like this. And I don't like this actor.
Not exactly calling because I pretty much can't swim.
Me neither.
But you get the idea. I'm setting out to follow my dream. Find the One Piece.
He tries too hard, in my opinion.
King of the Pirates!
Is he talking to the camera, breaking the fourth wall?
Nope.
Oh, he's talking to the birds?
And the bird.
Yeah.
Okay, I was all like, dude, come on.
Pretty big.
So when I first saw that, I thought that the same. I thought they were doing that, and then the bird.
Embers, I'll fuck you.
I gotta be honest, I'm not a huge fan of what they do here. Because for those of you who haven't seen the show, they completely change up this scene.
Oh yeah. And why'd they cut out the part with what's his name? The red-haired pirate who he got the gum through. What's his name?
I'm not gonna talk on that one because that comes back.
Okay, I was gonna say because I get why they cut it out. That was a bar, to save time. But
I don't like this scene as much because they completely change it.
But leave the crew to me. Let's show them what true terror looks like.
I do like that you get to see their wanted posters hit the screen and how much they're worth, because that was a big thing in the anime.
That is cool, but like this whole scene was different in the anime.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
It's not an awful change, in my opinion, but it's still just, it's not the same.
Kobe, clean up this mess. Come on, Captain Alvito.
I do like Kobe, I'll say that much.
Who's the most powerful pirate on the seas? Captain Alvito.
Why'd they give him white hair?
Well, it's pinkish. It's harder to do like his shade of pink in real life.
That's true. In the anime, did she have a duck mallet like that? Like a duck?
I don't
Mace?
remember. I think they added that because I've only ever seen what this season is based off of. And she has a more accurate weapon here in a bit.
Knock it off.
He would have been able to get out. He's struggling to get out of the barrel. Luffy's strong, really strong.
Well, I think he broke out of the barrel in the anime.
Yeah, I think so too. So him struggling to pop a lid off, kind of. But I mean, that's a little nitpick. It's not too bad.
I mean, a lot of what we're going to be doing is nitpicking and just pointing out where they changed it.
Yeah.
And like this scene was supposed to be on a completely different ship, I believe. I don't know how I feel about them showing parts of Luffy's backstory already. And here's Shanks, because he wasn't in the first episode. You don't know about Shanks for a while.
I thought the first episode started with him getting the gum through Shanks in that part. There's one nice swap.
They talk about it. Well, I'm also not really counting the race swaps because they're trying to actually be accurate to who they are. Like, Luffy is Brazilian, and that's who his actor is.
Well, I'm fine with... I'm fine if that's the case, but the one of his crew, the one with the glasses, they made black, and he's actually a heavy-set white guy.
Well, I would have to look who he is up and like his actual... Oh, you might be right, actually. Now that, yeah. Like his actual...
Disappointed kid now than a
I don't like the guy they had picked to play Shanks. Do you think he looks like Shanks to you?
Not really. I don't think Luffy looks like Luffy. Like Luffy doesn't have...
what?
Yeah.
I thought he fully stabbed himself, and I was all like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I never liked Althea as the pirate. I always thought she was just like how all the pirates, it's like she's
not. Granted, again, I've only seen the first main arc, the first main season, 61 episodes. I don't think she's in it after this episode for a while, so it's been a while.
Yeah, not until she becomes thin, but then she gets a gum power and is maybe a little more formidable. But here she's just like this stereotypical fat chick that's annoying.
Well, that's what they're trying to show is just here's your first real opponent, somebody who's intimidating, and here's Luffy who just easily overpowers her. But I don't like this scene because it was better in the anime.
Oh yeah.
Like how what comes up I don't like. Because I don't believe Luffy would do. Like this I believe Luffy would do. being confident like that, not very scared. This I don't see him doing.
Head due north. Should it land in a few days? North. Which way is north?
No, he's not.
No, I said when they said she's the most powerful, I was all, yeah, not really. And then she dropped the mace. I went, okay, that looks a little more decent to me.
Yeah, there's some parts of this that I like. Like this, I like because that is exactly what happened in the anime, but like that dialogue and stuff. And Alvita just going wild.
Just kicking on Crew's ass.
And that was also just like in the anime.
Yep.
What kind of a monster are you?
The straighter kind.
Also from the anime, which I do like.
Well, I'm glad they're not making it look like he hurts himself every time he stretches, because I was afraid of that. Where the fuck the
Like
fire?
there's parts of this I like and parts of it
Oh, lantern.
I don't.
Yeah.
That's enough.
He doesn't have Luffy's intimidation and that CGI.
Yeah.
Anyone else got a problem with Kobe?
I agree with Adam that it just
Come on.
it doesn't feel like One
We need a
Piece.
boat. And another
Like
boat.
it's not bad. It's not. I'm not like all like ugh.
I mean,
But
It's diet One Piece. Like
yeah.
I think my biggest complaint is Luffy because I like this scene, even though this is added.
Yeah, Luffy is so much more fun. He laughs. He's always smiling. He doesn't take anything seriously, and that's kind of half of his charm. This kid, the actor,
He's
seems
just-
like he's trying too hard.
Yeah. Granted, this is just episode 1.
That's very true. We might end up feeling
We might
differently.
yeah. I know we need to be talking, but I like this scene.
I do too. So far, it looks cool. At least, I mean,
I know Adam said we didn't need it, but I kind of like it
Kind of got my own thing going on.
because it just shows off Zoro right away.
Membership would make you even more invincible, more feared.
Does it come with a free face tattoo?
Did-
My favorite is number 1.
did Zoro have the different colored? Yeah, because the
Yeah.
one white sword was from the girl. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that.
And it's
that
the one he usually puts in his mouth, I believe. And I kind of, even though this isn't like, you can't have like anime style movements, I like this movement. I like how he's confident in everything that he's doing.
Oh, that's cool. The candle's going out.
Yeah. I like this choreography a lot.
Oh,
And I like how they're not shying away from the gore.
okay, that was a really cool scene.
I'll get his face.
There's a level of charm here.
One day.
I like this kid. I like the kid Luffy. I just don't like his hair.
Yeah, it goes from having that straight hair to the curly. I prefer the straight hair, and that's something
Yeah.
they could have done. They could have kept the same actor and just gave him, the straight hair. It just
Although,
looks
okay,
weird.
this I'm gonna rewind real quick because this doesn't make sense to me. Because they're over here drinking at a bar, and then I don't know where the heck he is now.
Yeah, it's like he just. I don't know. Maybe it's a side thing to the bar, like the back room, kind of.
It might be, but what happens next just this whole scene kind of confuses me with how they cut it together.
Well, the gum looks okay.
I like it's not CGI, it's practical. That's why I like it.
Yeah,
I would not do what he's about to do though.
yeah,
Like that does not look appetizing at all.
yeah. If you don't like the taste of it, why would you eat the whole damn thing?
Just to make him angry, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
See, this is you seeing the whole bar area, and there's no place for Luffy to be unless
Yeah.
it's right behind them. And why did nobody see him do that?
okay, hold on. What the heck do they
Oh, I
have?
guess it is behind him.
Well, look, it has a neon sign.
Mhm.
Where the hell did they get a neon sign? Did they
Well,
have
this is
neon
also
signs?
this is
in the-
this is also I think they had some in some areas. Like you have to realize that this is a different world altogether, so stuff like that, it doesn't really bother me that much. That seems like it's, but I don't remember.
It's fine though.
I can't remember any neon signs, so it's. I mean, I know there wasn't in that bar scene, but that doesn't really matter if there's neon signs anywhere in the world, or because I mean, obviously they're trying to play that this is pirate time, even though it's not in our world. So it just kind of to have a neon sign looks weird.
That still doesn't look good.
Luffy smiles, and that looks like it was painful, and I don't like that.
We should probably pick one of those up. Made a mistake.
I'll admit he's trying to be Luffy, but he's just not there.
Yeah, he does not feel Luffy to me. And maybe some of it's the hair, maybe that's what's throwing me off, but yeah, it just doesn't feel Luffy.
It's partially his accent, but also I think the actor is just not the right actor.
Yeah.
But Kobe's actor I think is perfect.
Yeah. I think now that I see there's a little pink in his hair, I do appreciate it more. I do think he plays good. I don't mind that Luffy's, like you said, since he's Brazilian or whatever, that he's tan. That doesn't bother me. But yeah, the accent does bother me, and they did it solely to point that out. But it's like you don't need it.
Yeah,
and so it doesn't sound Luffy to me either.
I can concede that too. Like, I just don't think this actor is the right actor. If you wanted to do the Brazilian, because they're trying to go like a very accurate route to who they truly are.
Mm-hmm.
This is just not the actor for it.
Yeah, why couldn't they get somebody who has the skin tone that they want, but can mimic how Luffy sounded in the anime, so it felt Luffier?
Mm-hmm. Well, you would have it would be harder to do like his actual voice from the anime, but you could have like try to match that energy.
I can say right off, I don't like the girl they got to play Nami. I don't.
I gotta say, she grew on me after a while.
You're in luck, sweetheart. We're all the help you'll need.
Uh-oh, that sounds a little rapey.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be. This is exactly from the anime and everything. Oh, it's a buggy ship. I didn't notice that.
Please, no, it's all I have. Please.
Oh, you idiots.
Because she's smart.
Yep.
I actually this.
Goodbye, boys.
They did Nani right here.
Thanks for the rescue.
And now we're here.
It's when you're taking a big anime like One Piece is massive, and I hate how freaking Buggy looked there.
I don't like Buggy.
And you push it down, it just looks so rushed, doesn't it?
It does. And this from here on out, they change a lot. Like a lot. Because this is episode 2 now. Because one of the reasons he decided to come here was to pick up him. But he doesn't even know who. Oh, shite. I didn't notice that last time. They changed the scene to the point that I don't like it. Because she wasn't here at the time, I believe.
Yeah, no, she didn't come in until after they already took out
she was in the base, but she wasn't here. And this already happened.
Oh.
Like they're making it so that Luffy and Nani were here when this happened.
And I hate that they changed that character, because that character was so like, I guess gay. He very came off had the curly hair.
He's still.
Ooh.
I'm not.
And they changed him into being a badass instead of a joke to me. He was jokey. He was really jokey.
Well,
like
he's not. He's trying to have more power because of who his dad is, and he still kind of comes off the same way.
Well, in the anime, he did the same thing. He tried to act tough because of his dad, and he had the soldiers who backed him up, but he was very effeminate and stuff. And this, they're obviously trying to make him seem like he's more of a badass bully instead of a jerk. I would say,
because he was still a bully even in the anime. That's what he's trying to do here, is be a bully, just because of who his daddy is. And as you see, he's sniveling away.
Now that sniveling does seem more like the character, but yeah, the look does not look right.
Yeah, I don't like that scene from Nami. Like, I just don't see why this scene needs to exist, and we couldn't just do what they did in the anime.
Yeah.
It's later.
But that's the thing. They changed stuff that necessarily didn't need to be changed.
Yeah.
I get when you have to change something, you have to change something to make it work. But when you change stuff that you don't have to do it to make it work, then yeah.
I knew this was gonna look weird no matter what.
Yeah.
Without drawing a blade, I might add.
I kind of like it. I kind of like you weren't gonna get a decent look out of this no matter how you did it.
Oh yeah,
and if it
no.
was CGI, it was gonna look a whole lot worse. I like the practical.
But that goes back to the fact they should have really never made this.
Yeah. Like this was gonna be the first test. Like it's decent, but it was not. It was never gonna look good. Because you don't even see his bottom lip in the anime, and here you're seeing it all. Like that is supposed to be his jaw.
Yeah, they should have made it completely his jaw, just like in the anime. I hate that. It's just like a shield that it's over it. It's kind of weird. Don't you love how it has like that freaking like banner behind him that makes him look like some sort of like tyrannical leader and shit?
That was the whole point. That's why this whole area doesn't make much sense. And changing who this all up is because I cannot remember that dude's name. He is a tyrannical leader. Like he is a bad Marine. That's why he has images of himself everywhere. Like he is a awful human being who's a tyrannical leader. That's why his son gets to do whatever he wants. It's because everybody's scared of his dad.
Oh, he's a bad leader, and he is in the manga too. I don't know if I'd say tyrannical as much as he's just a shit leader, but like I said, I do like that it kind of harkens to like some freaking communist idea of dear leader with the big ass banner and shit. It's kind of.
I'm gonna stick with the more tyrannical just because of who he is.
Get lost.
I am lost.
That would be so uncomfortable.
Inside the base. I said that together we'd make a
So far, he's the only one that like I really think looks good.
Hunter.
You keep
Could
saying
be a
that.
little older.
I made a promise to someone a long time ago. To become the world's greatest swordsman.
I don't like interrupting Zoro.
Good luck on this sword thing.
Don't they need the Soviet music playing?
I could see that. I just love the Zoro scenes. I don't like this. It's not really needed.
Hey.
Well, I get.
The Grand Line down here, do we?
Nah, we didn't get any. Hey.
Uh-oh.
Let go from the bar.
You took my clothes.
Like the scene is just completely different and not necessary. What I do like is Nani doesn't come off as a complete badass. Like she is badass, but she had to use her femininity for a while too.
Yeah. He gets caught again. What the hell?
I don't think this was in.
I don't remember it.
I think this part was all added. Oh yeah, this part does start getting added.
You stole that guy's uniform, and now you're looking for my map.
Your map.
How did you know
My
that?
map to the Grand Line.
Hey.
You weren't. You didn't see that, and you didn't. They didn't say that.
Any idea what you're doing?
Yeah.
That guy's office.
Kind of.
Like this whole part doesn't really make sense because why do we need to do this now? Like before it made sense, but Nani wasn't a part of their team right now. They didn't really interact yet. She was just there.
Yeah.
She had her own storyline going on that wasn't really intertwined with this.
I think it's because they're trying to do it in movies have a different flow than animes, and so I think they're doing it more in not to mention like I said, maybe normies would get more of a better feel of it.
I think they're just trying to move everything together faster. I'm laughing just because I know this scene. And he does kind of come off from his anime form. A little bit more gaudy, full of himself because of who his dad is. Thinking that he's a badass. In reality, he's a...
Oh, I didn't need to see that. Please cut that out.
Well, you didn't... Come on. He even has a stuffed bear of himself. He thinks he's a badass when in reality he's a weakling.
This kind of comes off as like the Silence of the Lamb thing. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
Well, I think he was naked even in the anime scene.
Sir, I put in a request to serve under your command.
I guess the main reason Nani is here is just to show off Nani and her skills.
I think the reason Nani's here is because they wanted to add more girl into it. So they're like, let's give Nani more scenes so we have more girl in it.
Maybe. I don't want to jump down that route just because of Oda Sensei being so involved. And he wouldn't do the whole politics stuff. He wants to keep it true to form. But
I agree, but it doesn't mean that like on these little things, you know, he was all like, okay, there's stuff you fight for and there's stuff you like go, oh, whatever. They want to add a little bit more Nani, not a big deal, you know? I
guess. It just kind of breaks up the flow and shows how different they are. The characters don't feel openly different. Like they are the same characters, but they don't seem radically different is what I'm trying to say. They're the same people, they're just different in certain ways that just doesn't feel right. If you know what I'm saying. Like even Zoro's my favorite so far, but he still is missing that Zoro gruff.
Yeah, they're like I said, every one of the characters so far has been more like a light version of the character than its character. You know, Luffy feels like Luffy light, Zoro feels like Zoro light. Got all his different hands.
Ooh. Oh, what? That does seem like a Luffy thing though. It's very contrived and you would never found that, but that does seem like a Luffy thing.
Yeah. If Luffy did it, but Luffy wouldn't be that he would be searching the axe, he would like literally lean up against it and it would go.
Like this whole chain of events has changed.
By the authority of the 153rd Marines.
And why didn't they pick a bigger actor for him? Like he looks like an average sized guy. It just, I don't know. It seems like he needs to be
bigger because he was bigger and imposing.
Yeah. See, now that's the strength that Luffy has that at least they're starting to show is, you know.
And he does have true strength.
Yeah.
But this whole scene is now different.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of like it, but because you changed it, you know it's not One Piece.
Yeah.
Actually, what happens next is because it was supposed to show off. They already showed off Zoro's skills, so they don't need to do what they did in the anime. Oh, come on, that's badass.
The imposter, the pirate hunter, and the prisoner. I alone defeated the Black Cat.
This guy looks like he would be good as Smoke, right?
Yeah.
With the white hair, that size, Smoke would have been a better character for him.
I think part of the problem is it's just hard to find massive guys.
That's true.
But I don't like the scene because it was supposed to be a 1v1 with Zoro and him, and if anybody got involved, they were going to kill the little girl.
Yeah.
And I think Luffy was dealing with the sun, and Nani was opening up the safe.
Oh, they had to add that move, huh?
Yeah.
The punch bag and the...
I'll say that, okay, I love Zoro. I love who Zoro is. I think they're going to show off here in a bit. I think they show off here in a bit some of Three Sword style, and I don't like it. I don't like the look of it.
Well, that was another thing that's always going to be hard to do, the having the sword in the mouth, because in reality,
Mhm.
yeah, no one would put a sword in their mouth. No one could hold a sword in their mouth and swing it around.
And I get it. We're nitpicking a lot of this. It's just it goes to something that I believe like you can't properly live action and anime because they look so different. Although I do like that.
Careful with that.
Whatever you say.
It's safe.
I'm sensing a little bit of tension amongst the crew. Not the crew.
I like how they're still doing that though, even though Nani's not supposed to be there.
Marines are here already.
Now, see, that hair looks better because since he put it back in the thing, he has the little
Yeah.
things on either side. Why couldn't he come in straight from the beginning with that hair?
I won't let you make a joke of me. I'm taking you in and handing you over to my father.
You know what? You're right. That's supposed to be his hairdo, not the long one.
Yeah, no, he has these two puffs on either side.
It also felt really good too.
Where the hell was Kobe this whole time, by the way?
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
I don't know if they'll get that far into it, but do you think they're going to use the same actor if they go, to where he actually becomes a badass?
We're friends.
Probably. I think they're going to try to keep all the same actors throughout the whole thing. Like, I have serious respect for Oda at least trying this. I just don't get why they had to change what they changed.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm all for changes when it's necessary. But if you just change with no point to it, yeah, that frustrates me.
And a lot of this ends up just feeling like no point.
And I love that they kept the heads of the boats, because that's such a big thing in One Piece.
What did they take? Weapons, gold?
I don't think you learn who Garp is until way later, though.
Oh yeah, I mean you see him, but yeah, you don't figure out who he is. And I also don't think Garp was on the podium when they killed. Yeah.
Got a lead on Baroque works.
Then I don't know who this dude is off the top of my head. Somebody with his. Well, I mean, all Marines have swords, so I like how he looks.
Yeah.
Couldn't. I mean, there were 3 of them.
That is like extremely close to form.
Yeah.
Oh God. They did Buggy dirty.
No matter who I have to kill.
Yeah, that's a horrible Buggy.
I don't like the look of Buggy out. And I'll pull it back up real quick. I don't like that look. Buggy has a very distinct look about him. I've said it time and time again. It's Pirate Joker from Wish.com.
Yeah, that's exactly it. They're taking Buggy, which is nothing like the Joker, and trying to put the Joker in there because they think, oh, everyone loves the Joker.
I do think that's a Netflix thing. This might be one of the things like Oda just messed up on. I don't know. Again, we're only getting part. This is only the first instance of Buggy. He might be more true to form later on when they do like his actual stuff, because the episode ends here. They show you like this is what's coming up, and you see like Buggy's devil fruit powers and stuff like that. But
yeah, I mean Buggy is formidable, but he also is kind of stoogey in his things, especially
he's a grunt. If anything.
Yeah, he's a basic pirate who got a gum power, and that's what made him into what he is. But they're trying to make it seem almost like he's going to be like a mastermind, and that's not Buggy. He's not a mastermind. He falls and stumbles into most of his things. He's by no means some super villain
opposing force.
Yeah, he's not a supervillain. He is bumbling, stumbling. In the Gum Gum Fruit gives him the ability to be a captain and be something bigger than just the guy who, sweeps the decks.
Yeah.
So
And like when you go up against Buggy the first time, he's a guy who just won't stop, even though he keeps getting his butt kicked.
yeah.
But at the same time, he's not this. He's not like this guy who's, oh, I'm such a badass right off the bat. I'm the Joker. No, Buggy's Buggy. That's another thing. Like this feels like you're trying to be the Joker when Buggy is his own person.
Yeah, I mean, like later in the stories, he essentially gets not popularity, but people start following him because they think he did something that actually the Straw Hats did. And so they're all, we'll follow him, and then he keeps stumbling into more and more. He's like does something that's cowardly, but to them it looks like he's being brave. So then they start seeing him as like, we'll follow you, Captain Buggy. Like, and he's like, okay, he stumbles into it. He doesn't plan this shit out. So yeah, you can definitely see they're trying to go with the Joker vibes with it.
Being that this is episode 1 of the new of this series, out the gate, comparing it to all the other live action animes, what do you think so far? And I think this is what we're going to end every episode on, is just asking the simple question: how do we think so far?
I agree. I would say that casting, I'm not the biggest fan. There's a couple that I think they did well on. Mostly, I think bad choices. The way they compacted it down, I get that they had to, but it seems like some of the stuff I wish they would have left in, they didn't, and some of the stuff they added in was useless to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'd say probably a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. But when you like compare it to like just the live action anime has this very evident thing about it that it's shite. Would you say it's shite? Or would you say, hey, this is actually, you can kind of see why people are enjoying this?
Yeah, it's definitely not shite. I do understand why people are enjoying it. If you haven't seen the anime, yes, this would probably seem pretty fun and pretty, but yeah, like I said, that's if you haven't seen the anime. If you've seen the anime, you just can't really compare the two.
Mm-hmm. After watching this, and I've been rewatching One Piece. Like I started from the beginning after watching this episode. It's missing that One Piece touch, in my opinion. And then like you were right, like the changes that they did kind of seem pointless. Actors aren't the greatest, although I do like Zoro's actor a lot. I just do. I like the way Zoro looks. I like the way he acts. It's just weird putting a sword in your mouth, but it's not going to look good anyway. But the changes of Nani and just forcing people together just really fast, I don't get. And I think my biggest knock on it is between just Luffy's actor. He's not the right actor for this. And that look, Buggy. Oh God, that looks awful. Since the first moment in the trailer you saw Buggy, I was not a fan. I thought it looked hideous. So
yeah, I think that's the most egregious one so far is the Buggy. Doesn't feel like Buggy, doesn't look like Buggy.
I didn't.
Then I would say Nani.
I didn't play it just because I don't want to spoil the rest of the people that are going to be watching this, because we're going to watch this and I don't want you to be shocked. But I did see the what's coming up thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember who they are, but the Shark Pirates, they look good.
Do they?
They look. It looks ridiculous at the same time, but they're also they're practical. They look pretty damn good. I'll give them that.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the hardest things throughout this whole series is going to be, since One Piece is so cartoonish, it's nobody's supposed to look like real life or in any. They're supposed to be outrageous. They're supposed to be kind of bloated and overdone some of the characters, like the squid dude with his face, those lips, and so
there's a dude from America who literally has like he does not look human at all. Like there's whole characters that don't look human. Women have the perfect hourglass shape. It is what it is. It's supposed to be kind of outrageous, but
yeah. But we'll see how they handle it. Like I said, they definitely picked an anime that I would say is going to be a massive challenge, but we'll see how they do with it, if they can pull it off.
I hate to say this because I don't want to put this out into the world. Gundam would be easier to do than One Piece. Quite literally, Gundam is 10 times easier to do, and it's still a massive challenge. I don't want to put this into the world because I don't want the live action Gundam to ever see the light of day. But it makes more sense to do Gundam than this. But close out.
I'm hopeful, so we'll see. Okay, well, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Continue to watch, please, and we'll get you another episode here shortly of One Piece.
Yay! Bye.
Bye.